Good afternoon. This is Ms. V with topics in psychology, what's hot and what's not. I hope you all are having a wonderful holiday season. I took some time off to spend with family and friends, but I'm back and I have a very interesting series that I am getting ready to begin. And the series is entitled Being in Love with a Sociopath. I received a letter from a young woman, and it goes like this. Miss V, I have known X for several decades. We were dating in middle school, but he was always in trouble. He was always getting suspended. Ultimately, he ended up in the juvenile system. However, when he came out, I found myself still attracted to him. Later on, after I had went on to college and ran into him, he was just getting out of prison. He is a very kind-hearted person. He does do good deeds. However, there seems to be a side of him that continues to break all the rules of society. And he never accepts responsibility for his actions. It is always someone else's fault. Recently, he proposed to me, and my heart says that I should marry this man because we do have a connection and we have known each other since we were kids. But my mind tells me, beware. What do you suggest, Mrs. V? Well, as I mentioned before, I've done extensive research on personality disorders. There was a time when we had what we termed as a sociopath and a psychopath. But now, over the years, the DSM has placed them under one category called antisocial personality disorder. And as I've mentioned in the past, I've done extensive research on personality disorders. This one in particular, because I was so intrigued as to how someone could be so evil and then so charming at the same time. So, after years and years of research, I've come to recognize a true antisocial personality disorder. Now, to the wise. Oftentimes, you hear people say, oh, I'm antisocial. They really are not. What they are saying is that they are an introvert because, as the young lady said in her letter, most antisocial personality disorders begin around middle school, and they are diagnosed typically with a conduct disorder. And some of the things that she's mentioned, they generally violate the law. They end up in the criminal justice system. Oftentimes there are drugs and alcohol that is involved, and they continue to go in and out of the judicial system. Blaming is one of the main things that you will find with an antisocial. Oftentimes, as children, these young people can be very charming. They can be very intelligent. And it is almost nature versus nurture. And throughout our series, I will discuss the nature versus nurture. I will discuss a paper that I wrote, Born Bad, and I will assist this young lady in making the proper decision in terms of being in love with a sociopath. So I invite you to subscribe to my channel and to turn on your notifications, because this is going to be a series that you really don't want to miss. So for now, you can visit my webpage, kvmotivationalcorpspeaking.com, and you can leave me comments. You are free to leave comments throughout this particular series, and we will be speaking soon on being in love with the sociopath. So for now, I'm signing off, and I look forward to sharing my thoughts on social pathology.